Hello, one and all, to the very first mini session we're doing today.
Mhm.
The very first mini. This is the Valentine's mini session, so it'll be about love and hearts and all that good shit, and not about anything else.
Mhm.
Yeah, nothing else. Just that.
Um, Here today we have the player for this session, um, Bird,
Yeah,
who plays Doc.
Dwight
Dogberry.
Dogberry
who plays
Hopkins.
Dogberry, who is very well known for romantic stuff.
And we
Very,
have Daedra, who is not playing anyone.
yeah, a spider of no quality, actually. Um,
Who isn't in this?
who, yeah, I'm here to record backup. I have fixed the issue. Hold on, did I fix the issue?
Did you?
Yes, I fixed
Did
the
you
issue.
fix the issue?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
When no
To
one's
give
talking, I can't
context,
tell. To give context, I posted a community post about this. We did just record a Valentine's esque mini session, um, and it got lost. It got lost because OBS decided that me hitting default on output capture meant nothing at all. It meant take no audio in, thank you. Um, but I'm here to be backup recorder in case that's necessary.
Hmm.
That's all. Sorry.
and yada yada, Valentine's Day, yada yada, it's my birthday, yada yada, I drank a lot of coffee before this. I'm not doing all the preamble again. Just go watch the other recording.
That definitely exists.
um, Today, I turned the music off. We turned
It is eerily quiet. There we go.
Today we are doing the mini session for Dogberry. Um, to God, I have to do the whole preamble again. Actually, so this is taking place between the last time where they went to the storybook and the next time wherein you're waiting for some info from your boss's boss. Uh, you are given probably about a week of downtime, and this is the downtime session. You use it the way you want to use it, and Dockberry has decided.
Dogberry has decided that he needs to actually make things because that was what he was like recruited by Mantle to do, and he kind of hasn't been. Ignore all those many inventions; those don't count.
Those are fake and made on the fly. Where is? Sorry, I need to GM layer some stuff, ungm layer some stuff. Just prepping for a good old session.
Dang, I probably should have said this beforehand, but do you have a plan for my special game mechanic?
You're gonna need to reiterate what that means.
Um, so you know how I require a facility to make things?
Yeah,
Do you have an actual plan for that, or um?
I've had plans for that since you got that feed. So
Oh, okay.
you'll get uh the access to a power source in time. Okay, so I think I'm all prepped. You prepare to set. You are going to go look for the retainer company that you had worked with during one of your previous missions in about session 3.
Yeah.
Because during session 3, you had gone to a nearby lake to attempt to figure out what was going wrong there. You found some weird shit. That's inevitable. Weird shit's always gonna happen. And you have some questions, some ideas. But you need to find them and quickly come to the realization that how do you plan on finding them?
He did not think that far.
You walk out the door of your building. No thoughts beyond that you would like to do this. And
He figures that it. What? That is a good question. Hold on. Hey, hey, people who watch this, you get to actually see Dwight's character sheet. What an honor. Yeah, his int's like 14.
that's above average in. That's like a good end score.
Yes. 10 is absolutely average.
I would say 10 is maybe like above average.
I don't use
We don't need
int for casting, Daedra. I use charisma.
we don't need to be questioning this question. Um, Doc Doc heads outside with the thought, I didn't consider this at all. But as you are
What?
walking through town towards wherever it is that you think you are headed, you actually get a little bit lucky. As you can see, your targets are just kind of dead ahead of you. You can see they're all just kind of sitting, chatting amongst themselves, eating what seems to be their lunch.
Good thing Dogberry doesn't have the social anxiety Bird has. He's just in his mind, oh thank God I don't have to actually ask around. Um Dang it. This is terrible for Bird because I don't know how to approach this, but Dogberry would.
It's okay. Take your time.
Like, hey, just the people I was looking for. I would like to see actually.
The leader of the operation turns to you. Oh, howdy. Okay. Just kind of I remember you. Hi.
Hi. You guys like investigating not like I encountered a weird water thing.
Bird,
um
what do you mean by that? Do you remember
the
that they were there with you during that session when you first found the green
Oh,
water thing?
I'm not talking about the green water thing. I'm talking about the river serpent.
Oh, okay. Uh, you mean the thing we already figured out, or?
No. You know the body of water in the center of this continent?
Yeah. The main big lake.
and how a bunch of any vessel kind of just goes kaput if they try to go through there.
Pretty much everyone knows that, yeah.
It's a big, giant ass serpent.
You can see that she kind of like, you know how like the thinking pose, like crossed legs, hand sort of cupping the chin. Damn. Yeah, that would probably do it.
Also, I think it might be connected to God.
Now that's a weird one. Which?
Well, like, so I'm technically like a divine person, and it let me hear the voice of my God, kind of, but also other people's gods were talking to other people. It was really weird.
You remember this guy as the main like researcher of the group sort of speaks up. My, well, that's very much a bold claim, sir. You saying one of the founders spoke to you?
Yes.
Well, what did they say?
Actually, they were asking me about the magnum opus that I've been trying to set out to make. Um, so imagine like a machine, but it has thoughts and feelings.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
That's what I'm working on.
And you're saying that a deity has told you to do this.
Yes.
Well, to be clear with you, that sounds incredibly far fetched, but I'll work with it, I guess.
So there's that, but God, don't make it so now I'm full pain. When, so uh, also like so I'm in a company technically, kind of, and
Yes, we worked with you, contracted.
mhm uh and I'm in charge of making machines.
Yes.
I have no idea how to work a production line.
Hmm. Frankly, I don't really think you're going to find anyone in Antwerp of all places that's going to work a very good construction line. I'm not from here myself. Uh, you're definitely better off looking elsewhere.
Hmm.
Most likely, I mean, Métissier, obviously, the peak of technology. But we can maybe find certain nobility might be willing to help you out there. Someone with the power of nobility, at least. Quite a lot of money.
Was that one guy that we helped out? Was is he nobility? This is me asking the GM now.
Who? Which guy you
Um,
helped out?
the guy who's possessed.
Oh, yes, in fact, let me pull up my notes. I know the notes on him, but it's important to not give you bad info. He has like an estate,
Did
which
we
does imply he's wealthy.
did we leave him on good terms?
You left on pretty fine terms. He didn't dislike you. I mean, he's in better terms than most of the people who lived in Freedomton.
I have no idea what I would say after that. Oh right, is he still good? I guess it might be good to check on him like either way. Yeah, Doc just like whole ass just after that was said to him, he just leaves.
Like, okay, he's just walking off. Whatever, I don't care. Says the woman sitting on the fountain above the other two.
Who didn't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna see if he can pay that estate a visit. Most like for two reasons. One for the whole maybe help with the production line thing, but also are you good?
Okay. As you just kind of walk off. So, are either of you two actually believing what that guy is saying? Like maybe it could be true. Well, no, not at all. Not even a little bit. And
Dogberry has lied to these people 0 times.
yeah, but you just walked up to people and told them God is talking to you. You're not even
Specifically,
a
he
cleric.
walked to them. He's kind of a cleric.
You are divinely powered, but you're not a cleric. I mean, like the profession cleric. You look like a disheveled man who does not look holy, coming up and saying, God, talk to me, and then leaving.
Well, technically, he told them that a giant serpent made him hear God.
A giant serpent beamed God into your head. Alright. Okay, let me dig through my... I should probably put different music on. Alright, how's this one sound?
Arguably, Mantle isn't a profession cleric. Yeah.
That's fine. So, you are heading off back towards the location of Freeton. I'm going to say this happens chronologically after Mantle's free time event.
Like,
So
so the thing is that like, the
you
guy
know
I'm
what
going
happened.
to, he knows what happens, but the guy I'm going to is completely
Yes, across the lake.
across the lake. So.
Oh yeah, Mantle's happened before last session. I forgot that was not one of these free times. Thank you, Daedra.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So you can just, I guess, take the long way around. Yeah. If you don't want to pass through freedom.
Yeah, Dogberry's not really in the too thrilled to see a bunch of dead bodies, even once they got cleaned up. Just
So
like,
I'm gonna be using this map.
did Mantle say that he interacted with the other guy like at all?
And I believe it was brought up that, but dang it, I need to bring that up. We need to ask Taco that. I don't know if I care right
all
now.
I remember is that Mantle said that everybody was dead.
It was not. Mantle did not bring it up. No, not specific.
Oh, Mantle didn't bring up people not being there at all?
Mantle told you everyone was dead. Mantle did not bring up if he talked to Reese or not.
Okay, because that completely changes how I bring this up.
All right, so we're gonna be using this map. Don't no, don't play the Shantae music. We're not in that mood. So I guess you take the long way around Freedomton as
Yeah.
to not have to go there. Uh
Also, it's a bit of a like roundabout way to go to one place and then take
boat
a boat
through.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do you head on over. Take some time. But you do eventually make it to the proper entrance to what you have you been to Reese's estate? Did you come with them?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you've seen like the boat side entrance with the dogs. This is like an actual entrance with like a nice gate. You are free to do whatever a dog would do.
Let's see. Is he socially inept enough to just walk in? No, he'd knock.
You knock on the gate. It's like kind of loud, I guess.
Hey, is anybody there?
You call out helplessly. You sort of hear a buzzing to your right. Hello?
Oh. Oh god, yeah.
There is an intercom.
Like, well, yeah, he knows what intercom is. He's like, oh god, there are people here. Good. So I came here to check up on you guys because the other place is like a ghost town, according to my boss.
Yeah, you're with the it's got the ears.
Yes, I'm with the
Grab
guy
all
with
your names.
man.
Yeah,
Do we
that
do
sounds
we even have a company name?
Mantle and Co. Ltd. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know. We're aware.
What happened?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of told us it happened.
Oh, so he just told me everybody was dead.
I mean, that's about all I know.
Dang, I forgot the whole, like, we were talking about the possession deal, right? And Mantle was, like, talking about helping out? I forget.
I mean, you guys have brought that up. Is that
That
what you're here
was,
for?
kind of, not on his behalf, but on my own behalf.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just trying to find ways to do my job better.
What does that have to do with? You can kind of hear the voice on the other end go quiet, and like the intercom stops for a second, and you're kind of just left standing there, like, "Ugh." and then it picks back up. Howdy. What is it you said you need? This is Reese.
So I am in charge in my company of making, like, inventions for, like, selling, and
Okay.
I am the R&D department, yes. And I was told there was, like, 2 ways to help me do that better, because I have no idea how to work a production line, and I was told to either ask a rich person or go to what was it called again?
The TCA.
The TCA, and that route's kind of out for me. The TCA route.
Okay. So you want to know if I have a production line?
Or know how to make things coherent for a production line.
I. The intercom goes off again.
Or no
and then comes back on. We do not have any production line you're asking for. It's a bit stupid to ask. Not really the place. I personally don't have any idea. You could. Do I feel like telling you anything right now?
Can we roll diplomacy or something to sound weak and pathetic and doesn't know how to do anything?
Are you sure weak and pathetic is the angle? Make your pick on how you are going to say this next line. It's up to you.
What's that cat?
You're going for wet sad cat?
Well, so it's what's that cat in the sense of admiration, where it's like I just want to do my job good so I can make my boss happy.
Guess it's better than being wet sad cat pitiable. Alright, roll me diplomacy.
What's your diplomacy, Doc?
You're a charisma caster, it should be fine.
Oh yeah, that's normal Pathfinder numbers. Oh, I can just press the roll button. What am I doing?
What does -4 versus normies mean?
That is from people who care about that was from Infamy, I think.
Okay. What type of people does that apply on? It's your not a debuff, not a downside. What's the word?
You're
I'm pulling up your sheet. I can't remember the name of the word. It's like a trait, but bad.
it's down. Eh.
Law-abiding citizens. I don't think this guy knows about your crime or cares. So, 22. uh, that's that's really just kind of pathetic. It's just wow. Can't, I'm actually kind of stunned, if I'm being honest. Okay. Okay, listen. If it'll get you out of my hair faster. You're looking for someone around here that can, what? Get you a production line in Antiquus. I don't know them very well myself, I'm going to be honest with you. But there's a sort of badly kept secret in the money world. Just, I guess not just Antiquus, I guess anywhere. If you're looking for something expensive, something most people wouldn't have, there's a certain person, or it's strange to call him a person. Seem one, he's more like a group of people than a person, no one person. I'm rambling. You'll want to seek out. They call themselves the Cherry. I guess that's what's on all the documents. It seems like some sort of organization, business. It's probably a fake name, if I'm being honest.
That's better than what I could do on my own. What I could find on my own, probably. But,
It's not really the most.
huh?
I don't actually know how to get you into contact with them, honestly. They kind of contact the people they want to be talking to on their own. It's a little. If I've ever seen anyone powerful, it's probably them.
Sorry, I am terrible at roleplay.
It's okay, bestie.
Cause so it's kind of like this weird contradiction between player and character.
That can happen sometimes. It's part of getting out of your shell, of playing a different type of thing.
Also, it's just been a while since I've played Dwight in general.
Oopsie doopsie, sentence take a bit.
Now that he said the name, maybe I could roll a knowledge check to see if I recognize it.
Roll me
Nobility?
I would nobility or local. I would say local maybe more. Roll me both, and I'll tell you what each of them gets.
They're the same thing. But sure.
Untrained nobility, 5 local. Um, local, all you can tell is that the name sounds like it's familiar for some reason. I don't know. Nobility, that kind of track. One one thing about Antiquus is that it is powered. It used to be powered by nobility. Now it's kind of just powered by people. The monarchy had fallen, kind of, though the money still sits in the hands of people who are counted as noble. And one thing you know is that it would make sense for there to be some sort of guiding force between all of this. It seems like a lot of people who are trying, it seems like a lot of people, nobles in Antiquus, who are trying to reach for the crown, they keep like getting really strong suddenly, or doing something really out there, and then immediately hitting a fall and like getting ousted, and then their entire estates just get taken, and like who's taking it? Where is it going? And you think it might be to whoever this is.
Hmm. I'm I'm going to roll just a flat charisma check to see Dogberry's social skills.
Okay.
Cause like I as far as I'm concerned, I got all the information I can from this. So this determines whether or not he's going to try to like an idiot sniff through on his own or actually talk to the people close to him.
That's a 9.
Oh boy. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check to see if common sense will save him.
I love you rolling dice without me saying shit or fuck. You can just make these character decisions.
Yeah, that's because I'm not good at knowing exactly. It's a thing of like he could do either, but it's just a thing of if he has the faculties to realize the more logical choice, and it's like, oh,
All right, what does he come to?
so this wouldn't be out of courtesy because of the charisma check, but it's a thing of if I sniff around on my own for a powerful group, I will get disappeared.
You might. You with your knowledge on big powerful entities. I I will give you one more chance of being nice. Roll me one more wisdom.
A flat wisdom.
Flat wisdom.
Uh, for Daedra's benefit, because she can't see my uh stats. My wisdom is a 9.
Yep. You rolled another 18. Okay, good for you. Um, you kind of put two and two together in your head just a little bit. You've been hearing a lot about conspiracies lately. Um, and a group just referring to themselves as the Cherry. What's the defining feature?
Of a cherry,
Yes,
it's red and also a fruit.
it's
Well,
red.
also a berry.
It's red.
What else is red? Um,
You remember back to the very first thing the person who employed your company talked about
the lady,
in
red.
that all comes to mind.
Okay, so Dogberry's just like, oh, oh no. I can't ask the lady in red for a production line. That sounds like a bad idea. That
Are you still there? You've kind of just been like sitting
oh
in
he
silence.
walked off hours ago.
Oh my god. Some people.
Now, is this information he share it with somebody? I
Um
mean,
we
obviously.
someone here if you want to do that. If we want to get Adra on screen.
Deidre, do you want screen time?
I could say that you're both coming back from your downtimes around the same time.
Yeah. Also, I might ask for like further investigation, so
You could pool knowledge together. All
mhm.
right. So you both I think probably Shamira gets back first. I think Dogberry had to go farther, so it will take longer. But I guess I haven't really made the main office like space of your building yet. So I'm just gonna take you back to the main map. Um you both about meet up or it Shamira gets back first. I don't know what Shamira does with her time from there. Shamira has a letter to write. Shamira spends some time writing that letter. And then a bit afterwards, Dogberry gets back.
This, I don't know if this is Dogberry like going straight to Shamiro or Shamiro just happens to be the first person he walks into. It's up to you actually, Teacher.
I mean, I feel like they don't have the repertoire for Shamir to be the first person he goes to. So I guess we can say Mantle is predisposed with the legal case.
This is a legal case and Calic is Calic.
Kellic is Kellic.
Yeah, you try to go and meet up with Mantle because you kind of just, frankly, you go to Mantle for everything.
He's the
He's your
boss.
boss.
He's your boss. You're wondering where the groceries are. You probably ask Mantle. You're wondering, yeah, Mantle's busy. You get told he's busy with all that Mantle flair, and that you can talk about it later.
Just like I have to tell someone.
You guys have separate rooms, but there is a sort of commonish area. So I'm assuming you two just happened to bump into
Yeah.
each other. Dogberry was maybe going to go like forcibly bump into you by saying hi,
Yeah.
but it just happens on
It
chance.
just happens.
Quick
Can
question, because
we
you
have like
mentioned
a
our office.
visual representation with our icons?
Yeah, quick question. You mentioned we have an office. I thought we
Um,
were staying in that inn.
uh, part
No.
of part of the deal with Nadia was that Nadia had like space that y'all could have.
I see.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
so we're
look
not
them.
staying in that mansion. I got it.
No,
We're
I,
not
I
staying in the
just
mansion
got
currently.
back.
The mansion is
I
not.
just got back
The
from the
mansion
mansion.
is in legal hell. Here's some big icons.
Hmm. Big Shamir.
Big Shamir.
Hi, Shamira.
I could
Oh,
also bring you to a
there
white
we go.
space if you prefer that.
This is
Oh, I
fine.
love Amori. Um,
Um, so I just learned something, and Mantle's not available.
yeah, I can like write it down and get it to him.
Um, so you know the lady in red, right?
I'm aware. Yes.
Uh, so there's a powerful, um, not company, but like organization called the Cherry,
Okay.
and you know how the like the were werewolf guys they got um visited by the lady in red
Yeah.
due to like some sort of deal and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like powerful corporations kind of like they'll give you something and then pull it get put pile a bunch of massive debt on you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like the thing that we hopefully aren't gonna end up doing.
Anyway, this organization is called the Cherry.
Mm-hmm. As you mentioned.
Um, and you know what our cherries are known for?
Uh, Pits? I don't know. I'm I'm fucking with you. You're talking about Lady in Red. It's red. You think that this is the Lady in Red responsible?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty because so I think I might have almost um got Lady in Redded
Huh.
because I was um looking into how to getting us a production line because we kind of need that for selling things.
Mm-hmm.
And um I feel like I would have gotten into a deal with the lady in red, and then bad stuff might have happened.
What exactly are they doing, though, is the thing that I'm a little confused on. You know?
I mean, they turned some people. She turned some people into werewolves, and then had them. No, they then went on to steal from a bank.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting
I
that.
will. I will say. You remember Rocker saying that their deal with the lady was pretty like clean. It wasn't even like a deal. Nothing was signed. It was just power that was freely given.
Huh. Interesting.
But also, I kind of want because like what's the lady who's like looking for the lady in red? Like
Nadia?
Nadia, yeah. What's her relationship to us?
She's
She hired y'all.
she's a,
She's the one who's been paying y'all.
yeah, she's the contractor for our company, I suppose.
So if our contractor is looking into the lady in red, and and the cherry is connected to the lady in red, then we should investigate the cherry, right?
Reasonably, yes. But okay, this is interesting. But like, what exactly were you told about the cherry, other than because like we don't really know what her deal is, right? And we were never told
Other
what the lady in
than
red's
our
deal was.
contractor says that she's bad news, and like don't really have much to doubt her.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't have reason to doubt her. And I don't know, maybe going into a situation doubting people immediately is a bad idea. So I guess we can trust that. But I'm still a little unsure on. So what exactly does this organization do?
They're like, um, as from what I gathered, kind of like a black market.
Okay.
And um, honestly, after a little bit of hearing about them, I kind of zoned out.
Oh my god. You're you're the research and development for a company?
Yes,
Oh my god. Okay. No, never mind that. So there's this company that's or this organization that's a black market that's probably connected to the lady in red, presumably, if we're gonna make that connection with cherries. Um, so what do we how do we investigate this? Like, do we know anything that they're currently up to that we could look into
there's.
more? Or
I have like two ideas for that actually.
shoot.
Idea one is literally just asking around, and that would get their attention on us.
Super wood, yes.
Um, the second idea is doing the same thing as idea one, except act as if I'm actively looking for a um, you know, I was looking for a production line, so
Hmm. So, Doc, buddy, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Neither of these sound like great ideas. These, I think, end badly for us either way. I feel. So you got nothing else at all out of that.
yeah.
So entertaining. You
Well,
have.
actually,
You have.
there is one thing I might be able to do, but this would um still be risky.
Yeah.
It's basically intentionally get caught but have a tracking device. I can make those, by the way.
Yeah, I can also just slap an arcane mark on you. Actually, I think that requires a feat. Never mind. I mean, what? What's a feat?
What's a
Take three,
feat?
take 3 wisdom damage.
Ah! Leave me alone!
Shamira starts
Shamira!
seeing the giants in the sky.
Um,
Um,
Dogberry, can you roll me one more wisdom check?
Doc, I need one piece of information. I need one piece of information, Bird. Please.
would this be wisdom or would this be intelligence?
You can roll int. I'll be nice. It would be wisdom, but Roland. 7. Fuck.
Bird.
Yeah, you were totally like spaced the fuck out during Reese's talking. Like you heard like the first 50%, and then the rest you kind of just lost on.
How do you zone out about vitally important information?
It's just- Sometimes you hear words and then words turn into noise
God, you're like my brother.
and
You are exactly like my brother. Okay. Um. So then those are our only options. Is essentially we have one option and it's get caught.
I mean there's
You do
also
you two do remember that currently Nadia is waiting on something she thinks is pivotal.
Hmm.
Like a big crack in the case.
I mean I could make a decoy.
Could you? One that they could like that would be realistic enough for them to fall for it. I thought that was like your end goal.
Oh no, that thing has thoughts and feelings. This wouldn't be.
So what you walk me through your process.
So, um, all you need really is information of where you're going to be. Basically, um, as like common knowledge, like an inn or something,
Okay.
and then you either hide somewhere or like leave there secretly. You
Okay.
sneak out basically, and then the thing that I'd be using would basically make it look like that room is occupied.
I don't see how this helps us find them.
Basically, um, make our presence known that we're investigating, and then when they come to investigate us investigating them, we'd have a trap laid out basically.
Okay. Well, here's I think the problem with that, which is that um, we are we are a small startup company, um, which only two of us are present at the moment, and they are an entire underground organization that deals with the selling of something illegal, presumably. I still don't fully understand what you mean when you say they're a black market. Like they got like,
All I heard was they can get things that other people can't.
hmm. Do I roll a check to see if I can connect the dots?
Or figure out something that would jog Dogberry's mind.
Do I have a spell that jog memory?
Just bring up the weird thing you learned from your mini set. You're allowed to do
Yeah,
it.
okay, fine. It just didn't feel like it was natural to do that. Okay.
Well, you're bringing up weird things currently.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the subject of strange things, has Mantle updated you on the legal case at all?
I wasn't even aware there was a legal case.
It was to get the manor.
Oh, that
Yeah.
the guy that we apprehended.
Apprehend. You don't say words that aren't true. um,
You apprehended him to something.
apprehended him and locked him into hell. Um,
like he deserves.
Uh, well, yeah, because
Powerful punishment.
I was over at the manor today. So I wanted to check up on the I guess the new hires we could say. Mostly me. But Carmine mentioned something weird, which was that he's been keeping up with the case. He's been helping at Mantle, I guess. Um, and it seems like whenever either side is going to have a breakthrough that's going to get them to be the one who gets to keep the manor, something's been getting in the way, like some other third party. So if we
Like
can
that.
probably lay off on the cherry for now, if we want to investigate that further first, maybe I don't know.
It sounds like they could be connected.
Could they be? I still don't understand what the cherry actually does.
I mean, like, they're they're a group of like in, influential rich people, I'm assuming, and I am aware that like influential rich people like to intervene in law.
Yeah, I guess. Guess they could be connected, which would mean that they're actively trying to stop us from having the manor, which would also mean that in turn they're already sort of onto us. But it also could just be a
Either that
situation
or
of
they just
they just want that manor, which is like also reasonable.
well, if you think of like this might be an unreasonable thing to assume, but like is it possible that the guy that the owner of that mansion was also connected to the Red Lady?
That is fully possible. God, I should have asked one of the workers there. I should have asked someone about that actually. Oh, stupid.
So
Okay.
it's less trying to keep us from having the manor and more trying to help out someone connected to them.
You think you remember actually finding letters that he had written to someone while you were in the manor? While you had, when you were going through his main room before you assaulted him.
Oh, right. Hmm. That could be pivotal, actually.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Do you remember that piece of paper you picked up in session one? Who has been keeping a hold of it?
I don't know. The one with the eye?
I'm
Let
pretty sure it was Shamira.
I guess I might have been the one. Let me see. Maybe it's in my inventory.
casually checking my inventory.
I don't have any other items written in. Doesn't look like I'm the one keeping track of it.
I thought Shamira took hold of it, but I guess that's fine then.
Like, where did we get this paper?
Uh, it was on the werewolves after you took them down.
Yeah, it's in our thing. It's note in our journals. Doesn't have anything but this eyeball. But I'm sure
I mean,
we have it somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it would have been either of us actually, because you do
Yeah, Calic's
bookkeeping
not
and
allowed to have paper.
Yeah,
well, it's
it gets soggy.
and well, it's either of us because you do bookkeeping, and I'm pretty sure I was uh tying things up.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, man, it's like Shamira's the secretary. It's her job.
Or yeah, or something. It's almost like that's one of her job titles. One of her
Yeah,
many titles. Yeah. Okay. I can pull that open. Sure.
still just looks like a piece of paper.
Hmm. You think this
Just a
means
normal
anything?
ass piece of paper.
Has the
I mean,
note
looks
changed
like
at
one.
all? Is, I recall it maybe being magical enough to have the little eye on it to track us, but I don't. That might just be me imagining things.
Do any of you detect magic even?
What?
I'm pretty sure Dogberry would, right?
I don't think I have detect magic in my spellbook.
I don't think any of you have casted it yet, to be honest.
I think Shamira's got a much more limited amount of spells, so she doesn't have it because she's a Cathena dancer. Let me see though.
Yes, Dogberry has detect magic. It's prepared right now, even.
I'm gonna give this one a look, buddy.
Shrugs cast detect magic on the paper.
You do something you probably should have done way earlier, and you don't immediately get a magical feeling from it. Would you roll me a caster level?
I
Both of us?
barely rolled this in my entire campaign of playing D&D.
Pathfinder.
Yeah,
It's not in D&D.
Ew, D&D, ew.
You.
TTRPG.
Here, let me throw out a caster level also. Much better.
You're not the one who cast it, girl.
Uh, never mind.
Help action?
Help action? Does that exist in?
Help does exist. You don't feel anything. You don't think you do, no.
So, I'm gonna... You know what? Dogberry is smart, and this is an idea that came to my head. What if what if there's invisible ink?
Why would there be invisible ink on this? I mean, we can check.
I mean, anyone can with magic can do detect magic. Not everyone knows that invisible ink exists.
Yeah, okay.
So all we need to do is just apply heat to it.
Oh, easy. Actually, I don't think I have any like cantrips or anything that do that.
I do.
You do? What cantrip do you have that does that?
Uh,
Spark.
Arcane Mark does heat?
I said spark.
Oh, spark. I was gonna say
Yeah.
easy because I'm Imbrican. It has not come up yet, but Shamira is a fire ASMR.
Oh, I completely I thought flare was a fire thing. It's just a burst of light.
Well, we
So
can
you
just get a
start.
candle.
You could just use a normal candle.
Yeah, let's try not to burn it up all the way, but we can try and get this out.
All right. You take heat to this paper, and what you do notice is that it doesn't catch very easy. It doesn't catch at all.
I'm trying not to make it catch, but
I know.
Okay, so
It doesn't even scorch the little bit where the heat comes into contact. But what you do see is that the eye does seem to be outlined in something other than normal. And it begins to glow as you set the heat to it.
Can I make an Arcana or craft check to figure out what the material is made out? What if the material's like special or something?
yeah, I can throw an Arcana.
Sure, make me an Arcana.
I can also make an Arcana. I'm good at those. Here comes Arcana. 29.
Right, 29, pretty good.
Shamira's fucking smart.
What you think you can tell from this is that this is some sort of magical outlining done somewhat similar to an arcane mark, but not. You can't. Doc can't feel any magic from this. That doesn't mean it isn't magic, is what you're feeling from it. it's sort of as if it's modular.
What is if they've cast something that makes it not appear magic onto it?
Yeah, it's as if they cast something that makes it not feel magic, and as if whatever this is isn't whatever this magic is isn't always active.
Hmm. Can I do a spellcraft to see if I know anything about this sort of, if I've heard of a spell like this, perchance,
I can also do spellcraft.
from my Urion J.S. brother?
I don't get that idea. Go for it.
All right. 25.
I have no idea.
That one, you start thinking really badly about eating the paper. What if it reacts to water? What if it reacts to water? You think about eating the paper. You think about eating the paper.
Think about feeding it to Kellic.
You start slowly and like attempting to grab the paper.
No. You only do things slowly when you want people not to notice. Don't, whatever you're doing, don't.
Chimera, which of your siblings is particularly magical?
Oh, fucking. Let me make sure I remember how to pronounce his name real quick. Because I don't remember. Because there's 6 of them. It's Morani. Morani? That's how it's pronounced, right?
All right. What do you think you can remember from what is probably pretty old conversations at this point?
Plus, you have to decode all of everything he says, so, you know. It's a bit difficult. Rion JS, yeah.
What you? It's not common, whatever this is, but you do think there are ways to obscure magic or make it almost modular. That way, someone could tell if it was magic at any one point.
Okay. But no specifics on it? Huh.
It's not something. It's something that your brother would have talked about or have heard about, but I don't think it's anything you've ever experienced hands-on yourself.
Yeah. Probably not something worth teaching because of rarity.
You know what's like very terrible, actually, that I rolled that nat 1?
What?
Is that that sounds something Dogberry might have experience of someone creating something and claiming that it was purely mechanical, but
he went into a fucking
just
science
powered by
fair.
magic.
Someone made a robot made out of magic.
Deeply funny statement.
Yeah.
Lost to a magical baking soda volcano.
Lost a magic baking soda volcano.
But what your hunch tells you is that this does something. Even if you can't pick up on it immediately, this is doing something.
Well, I hope it's not watching us.
So Shamira brought up that like that type of magic exists, and I brought up a reason why Dwight would like maybe have reason to know something about this.
Is that what?
So, like, would I be able to make a check to figure out if, like, um, uh, science contests like that, invention contest had a thing of looking through that?
What you know from your understanding of magic is that most magic can obviously be dispelled. What can be cast can be uncast. The type of magic that can never be gotten rid of is much more ancient than most people have access to. And it would be strange to put it on a piece of paper given to a bunch of idiots.
Hey.
I meant the werewolves.
Hey,
they're nice.
Okay, being nice does not stop you from being dumb as bricks. I designed them dumb as bricks because I'm into that type of person.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah.
We
Thank you,
know.
GM. You can't be into me.
Metagaming lose a level.
Metagaming lose a level. Metagaming turn into a shrimp.
Okay.
Fuck, what was I saying? Fuck, I said metagaming turned into a shrimp and my brain completely lost its,
Do you think that
I think
the anti
there must be something to undo this. But
So-
also, if it was
I-
the type of magic that was really strong, it's possible it would even leak through this modularity. So it must be something minor. So the most, like, the best thing you could do with it that isn't dispel it somehow is just put it away.
Yeah.
Well, I had an idea.
What's up?
What if you add more magic to it?
You just want me to pump my arcane pool into this thing?
Well, like I could also add some magic to it too, but like basically, if a powerful spell makes it leak through, could possibly make it leak through. If we pump in a good amount of magic into it, then the actual enchantment could leak through.
Alright. I'm not casting anything today. Can I pump points of my arcane pool in here?
I was going to like cast magic weapon on it.
I don't have magic weapon, so I can do the same thing essentially with my arcane pool, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can do that. Give me a spellcraft check for whatever it is you're trying to do.
I'm trying to fill this fucker with magic, trying to overload the system. Here comes spellcraft.
Let's jam. Okay, 22, that's good.
Here comes spellcraft, part 2.
A 22 and a 27. Good rolls all around here. Okay, what you immediately get is that this doesn't have the reaction it would have if you were casting a spell on normal paper. Again, you see the outline of this sort of magical mark of the eye. You do think maybe you've got it to activate? You could try detect magic at it again.
Yeah, hit it with
What,
another
do
detect.
so? Do I need to make a caster level check?
I don't think you need to make a caster level check for this. You do get, obviously, this has both of your magic on it, the types of magic you were using. But there is some other enchantment on this. You do know it is enchantment. You can't discern what strength exactly. It feels minor.
Well, I know that scrying is like a higher level spell than what we can get our hands on to, so it can't be scrying.
Well, no. It could absolutely be scrying. We don't know how powerful this is.
Well, it's minor.
I guess, yeah. Is this just an arcane mark? Do you think they're just trapped?
Arcane Mark-esque.
Can something have two arcane marks on it at the same time?
I don't see why not. I don't. What does the rules text of Arcane Mark say? It can't.
Sure. It doesn't say anything about that. It says the effect fades in about a month, so. Has it been a month? Probably not, right?
It has been about 5 weeks, I think.
So that's like a month. Okay, so arcane mark out of the question, unless someone's sneaking in to reapply it.
You don't think it's exactly an arcane mark. You think arcane mark could be the basis of this, but this is a more developed spell.
It basically arcane mark is like the frame of it, and then they add something inside of it.
Hmm. I'm a little bit stumped as to how this could work.
Hmm. I'm nah. I'm not even going to try to stretch this. I was gonna ask. I don't know. Maybe read magic will help.
Eh, I mean, no harm in trying, right? Does read magic at anything?
Give me the text of read magic. Otherwise be unintelligible. Mm, it's not particularly magical language, no. I'll say, what would this even do in your favor? Hmm. It does. Hmm, I don't know how to say this without just telling you it. Um, just because just because it feels minor does not mean it could not be an effect like scrying. If you had to guess, this is a strange eyeball you found on a piece of paper. What could more likely be scrying? You feel this is probably some form of scrying.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense because this was found on the werewolves, right?
It was.
So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna attribute my thoughts to Dogberry because, like, I was like, would Dogberry come to this thought? And then you know what? I don't care. Um,
The player and the
so
PC should naturally meld.
so my thought process here is the scrying paper is meant to keep tabs on the werewolves and not us. Um, so my thought is the reason why they got the whole werewolf thing in the first place, like as a clean deal with no apparent drawbacks, is they were test subjects. The werewolves, they're test subjects, and the scrying spell is there to test to basically observe the results.
Hmm.
That's
Did you hear that,
that
Deja?
I did not hear all of it. No, I heard that.
okay. So my thought with this is so we have determined that like just because the spell is minor doesn't mean that it's not not scrying. There could be a scrying like effect. So my thought is we found the paper on the werewolves, and I think the scrying paper is there for the werewolf to keep tabs on the werewolves. So my thought process here is that it was there. The werewolves are test subjects, and
Mhm.
the scrying spell was to observe the results of the test of of the experiment, basically.
Hmm.
That's why it was a seemingly um, clean deal.
I see. Yeah, I guess that could be it.
So, if it's a scrying spell, there's kind of no reason to keep hold of it.
Yeah, I do kind of want.
I will say one more thing that you put together from what you remember. Um, from what you remember, the spell on the werewolves was a type of magic you are not very familiar with. The type of magic seems very hard, to be frank. But what you know is that it wasn't sloppy. It wasn't like this is the first time someone's casting this spell. They knew what they were doing. So it's possible maybe they weren't watching. It seems like it was meant to watch the werewolves, but maybe not what made them werewolves. Maybe something else.
What they would do with it, or maybe a secondary effects the werewolves might have on others.
You think maybe the werewolves were sent to the bank so that the bank would uh, sort
I
of
don't think the
collapse?
bank robbery was on the Red Lady's behalf. I'm pretty sure that was them doing it on their own.
Well, if the bank went under, then that property would be available again, and we know that they do like to trying to get property owned by nobles, and presumably the bank is owned by a noble. So
Oh yeah, because yeah, if they're trying to keep us from getting the manor from by interfering with the law stuff.
yeah, that's my thought, anyways. Hmm.
We could use the scrying paper for as a decoy as well. So I don't know if it has seeing or audio.
Yeah.
We
I
could
mean,
probably just get rid of it.
probably. What if it does end up being useful?
Well, we can just put it somewhere where it's not um uh compromising to us, but a place for us to like easily grab and other people can't grab, so they can't like take it back.
That's fair. All right, let's go lock this somewhere safe.
And I think I think that's it.
Did you ever figure out
I
how to?
love. Oh, sorry, go on.
Did you ever figure out how to get that production line up, or?
No, but I have determined that it's probably not safe to follow up on the cherry because that's a good way of getting more than I bargained for.
Yeah. So, where do we have that we could like put this safely? So that we're
You
all.
could just throw this shit in like a fucking drawer.
Yeah. Okay.
Spell feels minor
Uh,
enough that you're not certain they could hear you through a drawer, right?
Yeah. Sure. I'll put
I
it
mean,
in a
at least
file cabinet.
put it in like a drawer or cabinet that we don't frequent.
Yeah. I put it in one of Mantel's filing cabinets. I guess. I assume he has those.
Mantle
Mantle
comes
for.
back. What the fuck is this?
Oh, we totally labeled it as um
Stinky
spooky
stalking item.
spooky stalking item. Do not interact in front of it.
Oh, you here? We're here. Want to compare spell books?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go ahead, freaks.
All
Do
right.
your thing.
All right. Cool. Hold on.
I am being shouted at. Hold on. Be right back.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna sound as spells for you weirdos, doesn't it? You casters in your spells.
Yeah. Shamir gets out her spell book, it's full of. I don't think there's like nearly any words in her spell book. It's all diagrams that are like
All
intricate.
pictures she can't read.
No, it's all intricate patterns that look like they've been adapted from textile. It looks like she might have been using like a fabric spell book prior to uh, switching to the more traditional paper one because it's easier to replace.
There's a
Um,
fabric spell book.
like just a fuck ton of like intricately woven bracelets or whatever.
That's fun.
I love weird spell books. But it looks like
That's fun.
she's replaced having a circular bracelet with um, patterns along it to tell her exactly how to do a spell with just drawing the circle and then the patterns over it, um, which doesn't look as nice, but you know, whatever.
You'll
Uh,
live.
uh,
Okay, I'm back.
I just described Shamir's spellbook, which is I guess I should explain it again so that you have the context when she hands it over to you. Her spellbook doesn't have words in it, other than labels of what the spells are. Um, all of the spells essentially have a page with a circle, like a ring drawn on it, and then intricate, like textile esque patterns um, that have been drawn into the rings. As and I described it as it looks like it might have been adapted from previously using a non-paper spellbook in the form of like a bunch of bracelets or something. Um,
So to return to that favor of that, Dogberry's spellbook is kind of also doesn't have that much like words in it. I mean, there's words, but it's like those string of words don't go together.
they don't mean anything.
Like, not
Neither of you
to.
can read.
Well, no. Like, it's a thing where like it's kind of um like it's like referencing maneuvers that in like terminology that literally no one else uses.
Huh? I think they both look at each other's spellbooks and go, "Huh?"
Huh?
Okay, I
I
need.
say, I say we cut to black as you both kind of just stare at the spell books you're gonna have to decipher.
I think you need to explain to me what a double reverse Z cancel is.
You see, you put your arms in this formation,
Mm-hmm.
and then um things happen.
Okay.
Truly, poet laureate.
Okay. I think they spent like
Okay,
3 hours trying to explain their spellcraft systems to each other.
it's just like what even is this? Why are
Really
there
awesome.
circles?
Really awesome. You two are the ones trying to decipher a spell when neither of you cast normally.
What do you mean? Shimura casts pretty normally, relatively speaking.
It's just understanding it is the problem.
Yeah. It's just different ways of writing the same thing down.
Thank God for read magic.
Yeah, I guess. But this isn't like magic writing. It's just how they process their own
The information.
the information.
Anyway, bye.
All right. Does that end the session?
Yeah,
I think that-
I
think that's
stopped
all.
recording.
Okay. Bye.